My mom worked at Rancho Los Amigos Hospital for over 30 years. Rancho Los Amigos Hospital is a hospital in the city of Downey. When I was younger, I would visit her at her job. During lunch or after she got off, she would drive me around the hospital campus, pointing out buildings and telling me their history. She even pointed out spots where popular movies had been filmed. In fact, she herself was in a movie in the 1980s that was filmed at the hospital called Sweet Dreams, a film about the life of Patsy Cline. I always thought that was kind of cool. One day, during one of our drives, she pulled up to a building near an exit on the opposite side of the hospital campus. The building looked abandoned. I later found out that it was, and had been for quite some time. My mom didn't know too much about why the building was abandoned, but she did tell me it happened very suddenly and that this building used to be an insane asylum. That probably isn't the PC term to use today, but this was the 1980s. Anyway, I asked her if we could go inside. At this particular time, we couldn't, but she did drive me around the back of the building. I think I even remember her trying to scare me, telling me some BS story and screaming out, "Ah!" in the middle of it. My mom always, and still does, have a great sense of humor, especially when it comes to scaring the shit out of me. One Halloween, I was chilling in the living room, watching TV, when out of the kitchen, I heard a blood-curdling scream. Ah! I jumped up and ran to the kitchen to see my mom's whole arm covered in blood, holding a knife. Oh my God, my mom cut herself real bad by mistake. I better call 911. Thinking that as a kid, right? So as I'm running to the phone to call 911 to save my mom's life, she starts laughing hysterically. She fucking pulled out a tube of fake Halloween vampire blood, and she thought it was a good idea to spray it all over herself and scare the shit out of her 10-year-old son. That's my mom. And that's where I get it from. Anyway, back to the insane asylum in Downey. My mom knew all the police officers who did rounds at the hospital campus. I guess one day she had told one of them that I really wanted to get a closer look of the insane asylum. Next thing I know, we're being escorted by Downey's finest to the building. I remember he told us to be really quick. I remember walking around and there were papers everywhere, like legal hospital documents. I also remember peeking through windows and seeing beds turned over, and there was graffiti everywhere. It literally looked like someone just up and left in the middle of the night. They left desks, chairs. Shit, I think I saw a couple TVs. From what I've read, in the year 1888, the southern campus was converted into an insane asylum. It was built to house all of the undesirables in the Los Angeles area. The mentally insane, homeless, handicapped, and elderly. Here, the undesirables worked on a farm that supplied the entire dietary needs of the hospital. The residents performed the physical labor in exchange for board and care from the hospital. Bodies of unclaimed residents who died at the farm were buried at a potter's field. The field has since been relocated after a terrible flood washed away some of the caskets in 1914. Today, the hospital still runs, but the insane asylum is abandoned and empty. Visitors of the hospital have been reported as seeing strange activity around the abandoned southern campus. Some locals have stated that They have seen faces and figures from the rundown windows of the asylum. Others have said that the lights will mysteriously flick on and off during the late hours of the night. Some who have even dared to journey inside have witnessed the strange activity firsthand. I got the chance years ago to get an up-close and personal look at the DOWNEY Insane Asylum. Nowadays, the area is heavily patrolled by Downey police. I recently went to get some footage, and within 2 minutes of being there, the Downey PD pulled up on me and kindly asked me to leave the area. And that is my story of the DOWNEY Insane Asylum. There are several videos online if you want to go down that rabbit hole and get a much more in-depth history of this place.
Oh, city at last. Oh, Nick, I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, honey, you're gonna get plenty of thrills.